Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play AC Milan in Football Manager 2018. And we always have big games here because today it's another one of them. It's the Derby versus Inter. For every AC Milan fans, definitely one of the biggest and most important games of the season. But before we focus on that, let's see what's been going on. Our fantastic form here has continued. We managed to beat Sampdoria 2 goals against none. But nothing good that doesn't come with something bad, or what you say. Piaka picked up an injury, and it's a long one. He's out for 3 months. I have sent him to specialists, but yeah, this is definitely bad news for us because, not only is he a pretty good player, he's also the one that's been rotating with Bonaventura in this position, which means without him, Bonaventura is kind of lonely here. Good thing is Berardi can play on both sides, but he's not very great on the left side, so maybe we need going to be a bit creative here or something. We'll have to see, but yeah, very unfortunate injury, and he's out for a long time. We knew that that was a risk. He is injury prone, and he has picked up quite a few injuries since he joined us, but all the earlier injuries has only been short ones, either a few days or like 3 weeks. So, bad news, really bad news for us, and we'll have to think about him for the future. His injury proneness and what it means to us. Maybe we're gonna replace him. Even though he's good, he's young, he's promising. That injury proneness could be a reason for us to replace him. And other than that, we got a big win here versus CSKA Moscow. And they were the one that was in the highest seeding group when our group was drawn. Maybe it should have been us because we destroyed them away, 3 goals against none. And that of course puts us in a very good situation here in the group stage. We are topping the group, same points at Atletico Madrid, with both of the other teams at 0 points, which almost, you shouldn't get cocky because there's 4 games left to play. But this almost means that we can basically be sure that we are going to go through to the knockout rounds. Because, we have a huge lead now. But we're going to play Atletico Madrid twice in a row coming up later on. So, you know what's going to happen there. But best possible start. But now let's focus on today's game. Inter is having an decent but not great start of the season. They're currently in 5th position, but if you take a look at the league table, they are not that many points behind. They're 2 points behind us and Bologna. Bologna's played one more game than them. They're 4 points behind Juve, that's also played a game more. But the most impressive was, I must say, Palermo. Look at the start of the season for them. They are topping the league, 19 points ahead of both us, Juve. Really good start for Palermo. Really impressive. But let's take a look at Inter and their transfer window. And when it comes to biggest signings this season, their major signing was this guy, Tin Jedvai. And if you played Football Manager before, or if you follow the German league, you probably heard of him. He's been a great talent in previous versions of Football Manager. And of course, if you watched the German League and the telly, you've probably seen him play for Leverkusen in the past. In this game, though, he's been loaned out to Mako for 2 seasons. But I'm not sure how good he is in this version of the game, but he's definitely been one of the most promising young central defenders in earlier versions. And his stats definitely looks pretty good here. So I think that's a good signing for them. Other than him, most pretty cheap signings. And if you look at players that left them, the biggest selling they did was this lad to Man United, Paul Cancelo, and he's pretty good. But I'm not sure if this transfer window has strengthened them or weakened them. I have a feeling that they probably are at kind of the same level, but I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I've been talking far too much, so let's submit the team. And this game takes place just a few days after the Champions League game, and of course we need to pick some guys for the bench there. But yeah, this takes place ASAP after just a few days rest of the Champions League game. So we have to also do a bit of rotations, and we're gonna have a few players, for example Bonaventura, that we haven't been able to rotate because of that Xhaka injury. So he will be a little bit more tired. But I think we're okay. Bonaventura is on 93% fitness level. Rodriguez at 94, but nothing too bad. We definitely should be able to do this. But this is the derby. We need to go passionate, and we want to talk about the fans here. And it worked kind of ish, but not perfect. So let's talk to the midfield, because it didn't have much effect on them. Well, I guess a little bit better. But yeah, game on is the Milano derby. It's us, AC Milan versus Inter, and very important game for us, but and maybe even more important game for the fans. This is definitely. Oh my God! Look at this. Two players on the pitch that's already had potential injuries, and then on the bench they have two more guys with potential injuries. That's probably good news for us. And it looks like they haven't been rotating as much as we have since the midweek games in Europe. So hopefully that could be to our advantage also. But the clock is just ticking here. Not much going on. If you look at the chances here, we've been creating quite a few of them. But it's actually Inter that gets the first highlight. And whoa, I got a little bit nervous there for a few seconds. So let's see, was that the highlight, or is something going to happen here? That's always the question with corners. Is Bonaventura trying to reach Sosa? But that was a very optimistic pass. Nowhere near him. But maybe we can get another try. Bonaventura with the ball again. This time for Kalnick. Can he get into the box? We have quite a few players in the box, but he actually loses it. But he wins it back. And here's Bonaventura, and he sets up Sosa, and there's Sosa to Sosa. I said so many times, I'll mix up the names, but it was Sosa who got the ball, and he set up young Sosa, and I think it's his second goal of the season, or maybe it's a third. But yeah, Kalnick wins it back, very important. Bonaventura for a cross, Sosa with a header to Sosa, and no chance at all for the Inter goalkeeper there. So yeah, took quite some time before the first highlight, but we scored, so we can't complain now, can we? But there's a lot of time left to play, so we'll have to wait to see what happens here. And here is actually Inter again. This time Sosa is missing things. Bonaventura with a fantastic ball touch there for Kalnick. Kalnick for Sosa. Sosa! Oh my God! Can you imagine being a young lad like Afonso Sosa here? He's 19 years old currently, playing in a derby in front of all the home fans and scoring 2 goals. That's like like every young boy's dream, doing things like that in a derby. I mean, he's not even like maybe the player that should be scoring all those goals. He's an advanced playmaker. He's the one that should set other players up to score. But yeah, and that's something he's probably dreamed of as a child. I mean, he's not from Italy, so maybe like he didn't think about doing it for AC Milan, but he definitely thought about doing it in some sort of derby or very important game. But here is Inter, and we are under some serious pressure. It's a lot of Inter player in the blocks, and oh my God, it was really, really close. I'm not really sure if Donnarumma saved that one or if it hit the post. And corner, that's cleared. But he gets another try to put into the box. No trouble at all though for Bonucci. Is Pellegrini. And we are getting closer and closer to the halftime whistle. And hopefully we can go into the dressing room with this decent lead here. And we should be. And that's the halftime whistle. It's always a bit like when you have a lead like this, you will be positive, but you want them to stay focused. I think this one could be a good one. Don't get complacent. Things can turn around very quickly in football. Keep focused. And yeah, it looked like we got the effect we were after. We have some. Oh my god! Nightmare is real. Sosa, he had the game of his life. And then he picks up an injury. And this is devastating. And actually, it makes me a little bit worried. Because what will happen now? What are we going to do? We're going to bring Fellaini up here. Because he's actually kind of okay-ish. Not good, but okay-ish in that position. And then we can bring in Kessie. Kessie is, of course, normal starter, but he was rotated for this game because he was a bit tired. I think box to box is a little bit more defensive compared to Masala. Normally I play him as a Masala, but I think since we only have two guys here and nobody down here as a defensive midfielder, I think box to box is the right option, just to balance things out a little bit. Fellaini picks up a yellow card, and yeah. Kind of interesting, he didn't pick up a yellow card as a ball-winning midfielder, and he always picks up cards as a ball-winning midfielder. They changed him around to Shadow Strike, and he picked one up ASAP. All that maybe was going to be a penalty or something, but nope. Bonaventura, Pellegrini, Fellaini, Kessier for Bonaventura. Quite a few players in the box. Can we get it in? And yes, we can! And it's Franck Kessier, the lad we just subbed onto the pitch. And yeah, been talking about super subs in past episodes, and that was definitely one of them. Just got onto the pitch, and he's actually involved here in the beginning, because he actually, I love this. If you go back a little bit here can I do that? Let's go back here. I love it how he was involved in things, where he is the guy here that he is the one here. He takes the pass, and then he makes this run, like this run. Take a look at him. That's the beautiful thing. Like things like that is what you love to see from your players. You just love to see them. Like not only is he involved earlier in the game, then he actually himself take the long run, put himself a position, and gets the possibility to finish it off. Now, please take a yellow card. Take a yellow card. Foul him, foul him, foul him. I'm not sure. Why can't my guys, when you get in a situation like this, you just like pick up a yellow card, foul him. I would love to my players to do that. You could have done it much earlier when you know that you going to win it, and probably going to be a yellow card, not a red one, and that would have been so much smarter. And Inter again. Maybe it's time to get worried here. Clear by defense. Pellegrini. Don't make anything stupid now, mate. For Bonucci. Bonucci to Soso. Soso for Fellaini. Fellaini loses it. And another one. Please take a yellow card. Please take a yellow card. Why can't you just pick up yellow cards, guys? Play like you, at least pretend like you were experienced players. Fellaini is looking very nervous. He's picked up a yellow card. I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna go to the tactic screen. I think it's time to bring him down here and then replace him with Biglia to go to our normal, a little bit more balanced formation, like that. Clock is ticking, not much going on. Let's see who is tired. Bonaventura, of course, is tired. He's playing so well. Picked up an assist. I really would like to keep him on, so I think I'm going to go with Pellegrini instead. Bring in Locatelli. I'm very quiet now because I'm so mad at the way we play sometimes. Take a look at this. Here's the corner. They have 1, 2, maybe 3 guys that nobody cares about. Because these guys, they are protecting the posts. It's not like these guys are marking them. They are at their job protecting the posts. Why don't we have one guy clearly at him, and one guy basically in front of him to prevent a shorter one. I don't understand it. Then again, like, nobody cares about him. You're free. You stay here. Look at this guy. Well, like, he's watching it, like, waving to his grandmother up at the stands or something. Because he's clearly not caring about the game. And then him. Oh, look at that. Completely alone also. That was such a terrible defending. I think it's actually time to try to park the bus here. We need to do something. So let's try to park the bus. And for the instructions, we are going to be wasting time, maybe. We're going to go defense, waste time. We are going to retain position. And yeah, I think we can go with that. Clock is ticking and ticking and ticking. And 6 minutes of extra time. Are you mad, ref? Are you mad? 6 minutes. That's just crazy. And now we're over that 6 minutes limit. Come on, ref, blow the full-time whistle. What's up with you? And that's it. I mean, I'm very happy with the result. We have won the derby. That's a great result for both of us and the fans. But I'm very disappointed of, like, the way we had a 3-0 lead and it ended 3-2. This definitely didn't need to go as close as it did. So yeah, I'm kind of torn with it. And then we have the Sosa injury, and I'm extremely, and really I mean it, extremely worried about that injury. But I'm going to say some positive words. I mean, we won a derby, but actually I want to say this. Like that, beautiful. But now I'm worried. We need to take a look at the Sosa damage injury. 3 weeks is not great, but we can manage. Not great, but we can manage. But that's it for this episode. We got a derby win. We keep the streak going. And next time, it's Champions League time versus Athletic Madrid. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode.